Okay, so I have my parts list for the STI transmission swap. And I'm going to show you the parts. I'm a visual guy, and I know a lot of other people are. But the list you'll see under the video, I'll go in the order that list is written. First part is the shifter boot trim noise dampener, and that is right here. And then the next part is the retainers for that. These little white pieces that push down on these here. And the next part is the shifter boot plate, which is right here. And the next thing I ordered were 4 of these bolts to hold that plate in place instead of that other mechanism that I took out in my last video. That's going to bolt down. And next, I got the center console. This whole piece right here. It's different than the WRX for sure. It like closes and stuff. Anyway, there's that. With that center console, you get the top plate, or yeah, the top plate right here. Mine has the hole for the seat heater switches. And then I listed the part number for the piece that does not have the hole for the seat heater, if you don't care about them or if you don't have the switches. And okay, the next part I got was the controller for the DCCD. I went with the SI drive, and then that piece is going to fit right down in there perfectly. Of course, like this. Facing this way, it'll mount right in there, so it'll look like it's factory. That's what I want. I always want a factory looking install if I can help it. And the next thing is the center console pocket box, is what it's called, which is this deal. This goes, that bolts to the back part of where the console is. It just screws down just like those 2 I took out in the video of my WRX. And let's see, I might need to get the USB and cigarette lighter for the STI, but I'm not sure yet. They might transfer over from the WRX, but I don't know 100%. I haven't checked that out yet. And what else? The seat heater switch assembly right here. It's different than the WRX. It's one piece. It looks like the WRX has got like 2 separate switches. And this is the piece for the STI. To go along with that, I got the iWire custom adapter for the WRX to the STI. WRX seat heater plug to the STI plug on the back of the switch. There's no part number. You just have to call iWire and tell them, hey, I want that adapter, and there it is. And I put iWire's phone number on my list under the video. And their phone number's on there as well. So the Cobb Stage 2 drivetrain package comes with these 4 boxes. And the first thing is the front shifter bushing. So it has this, and it has the rear shifter bushing, which is right here. And it has the reverse lockout, which I haven't opened yet. There's different color options on that. I think there's red and black, and then white and black. So it's going to be a different part number if you want different colors. And then it also comes with the short throw shifter right there. And I like that one. I think. I've never had it, but I think it'll be cool because you can adjust the throw and the height and everything. The next thing, I got torque solution shifter bushings. The shifter pivot bushings. And I did a video on this earlier showing where all these bushings go on the shifting mechanism on the transmission. And I got the front shifter bushings, but I got the solid ones. I think I'll like them because I like really solid shifting. I got those to replace the ones that came with the stage 2 driveline on the Cobb, and I'll switch to those if I don't like these solid ones for whatever reason. Anyway, and the solid linkage U-joint, the solid torque solution piece, I did that. It's right there, and that's in my video as well from before when I explained all the STI bushings. And the STI slave cylinder. Now, this I found on Import Image. I'm sure you can find it other places, but the part number for Import Image might be different than what the actual part number is. I probably could find the actual part number for this from Subaru, but I don't think I located that yet. So just do a search for, you know, STI clutch slave cylinder, and there will be some places will pop up where you can buy that. And to add to that, I went ahead and got a new stainless mesh clutch line from Cusco. I think I ordered this from MA Performance. I can't remember. And that replaces this line right there. So you just undo it and swap it out. Now, to go back to the SI drive control, that's not the actual controller that controls the DC-CD. It plugs into a module that, because I chose the iWire Spider DC-CD, which I don't have yet. I will soon, but it pairs up with the SI drive really well. When you go to iWire, they have different options. They have a really simple thing, and it doesn't have an LED indicator and whatnot. The Spider drive or Spider DC-CD controller has an LED indicator and plugs into this here. I like this because it looks factory. So, and then this part I got from, and I put it on the list under the video. I got it from 541 Motorsports on eBay. 541 Motorsports on eBay. If you do a search for like STI, SI drive switch or buttons or something like that, you'll find a number of places that has it. I wasn't able to find a part number for this. I did search quite a bit for like a factory part number for this, but you can find it. And those are the parts I got for the swap. I got other parts for the rear, but I'll cover that when I pull the rear out, and I'll show you what parts I ordered for that. So far, that's what I got. Hope this helps everybody. Wait, also, you guys, the actual slave cylinder part, it connects to the part that's on the transmission that actually is like a plunger that pushes the clutch fork. So that is on the transmission still, on the STI transmission. And then, you know, this is going to hook to it. So I don't have that part here, just so you know, there is a separate part. If you're going, what is that? Like, what does it hook to? It hooks to the actual cylinder on the transmission, which I just haven't like taken off the transmission yet. And I'm going to see how that one works. It should work fine once I bleed it and all that good stuff. And I did get a clutch and flywheel, but I just haven't shown it yet. I got the ACT heavy duty street with the street light flywheel. And then I also did get a billet clutch fork from Versus Engineering. I believe they're the only ones that make that billet clutch fork for the STI transmission. I could be wrong, but when you search for billet clutch fork for STI, that's the one that pops up. And I showed that also in my video from a while back when I was yapping about the transmission. So anyway, there you go. And you'll see the little cylinder on the transmission when I start installing it. I'll point it out. And at some point, I'll show you the clutch and flywheel and the part numbers on those. But really the clutch is, the clutch and flywheel is it's a preference, and a lot of this stuff I've shown is a preference too. I mean, you don't have to get the solid bushings here, and you don't have to necessarily get torque solution bushings. You can get all the bushings from Cobb or Cartboy or whoever. So, but this parts list will work if you want to do it the way I'm doing it. And of course, this is a preference. I figured since I'm doing the STI transmission with the DC CD, why not get a controller for it? And yeah, well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, and hope you have a good rest of your weekend.